These are the MaxPreps Top 10 Games of the Week. I am Chris Stonebraker, and of course, we start off with Chandler versus Mountain Point. It is our national game of the week between MaxPreps Excellent 25s, number 17th ranked team Mountain Point of Arizona, and number 23rd ranked Chandler. Both coming to the game undefeated, with Chandler, even though ranked lower, might be a little more battle-tested with wins over In-State Centennial and Colorado Power Valor Christian, as Mountain Point has beat every team they have played by at least 42 points. Thursday night football in Texas pits two teams expected to be title contenders in Class 6A. Cibolo still at DeSoto. The game will be played at Baylor's newly christened McLean Stadium, which is a near midpoint between schools separated by nearly 250 miles. DeSoto comes into the game ranked number 10 in the nation at 3-0, while still, although 3-0, have been struggling a bit on the offensive side of the ball. Our new number 1 ranked team in the nation is St. Edward of Lakewood, Ohio, so it is only fitting to have a game of theirs be one of our 10 games of the week. This game is no slouch though and deserves its spot. Even though Elder lost last week at home after being up 14-0 early, they are a tough and very talented Greater Catholic League squad that is out for its first victory in the series since 2009. Number 6 ranked Bishop Gorman continues to bring on tough out-of-state opponents, as this week they bring in Las Vegas unbeaten Santa Margarita of Southern California's tough Trinity League. Gorman's biggest challenge might be resisting the urge to look ahead towards their game against number 5 ranked St. John Bosco. Last season, even though Santa Margarita was 4-6 on the season, they pushed Gorman to the wall in a 34-31 September loss. Dropping from 3rd to 16th in the MaxPreps Excellent 25 rankings, St. Thomas Aquinas of Florida has to get over their loss to New Jersey's Don Bosco Prep fast, as they play one of the best South Florida opponents on their schedule in 2-1 Miramar, whose only loss was to American Heritage, whom St. Thomas Aquinas beat 38-7 in their season opener. Back out to California, and yet again we have a game with tested Corona Centennial, whom has already played number 8 Mater Dei and lost last week to number 6 Bishop Gorman 43-42. This week they go up against Long Beach Poly, whom just so happens to be ranked number 22 in the Excellent 25 this week and have a 3-game winning streak against the Huskies. Marshall Stadium will again see an out-of-state competitor, as this is the 5th non-Kentucky team the Trinity Shamrocks will have played this season. Cocon, Florida will go north to play Trinity for their only non-Florida matchup of the season, looking to go 3-0. Two teams very likely to contend for Indiana's 6A state title are meeting up early in the season. Both are unbeaten. The two teams are the Computer Rankings 13th ranked team Ben Davis and perennial power, state power, Warren Central. This is the 14th meeting between these two teams, and Warren Central has dominated the rivalry with a 11-2 record against Ben Davis. Alabama has a game in which streaks could be snapped. Spanish Fort tries to extend their winning streak to 29 games in a rematch of last season's Class 5A state semifinals against Saraland. The Spartans are 4-0 on the season and won a school record 12 games last season in only their 4th season fielding a team. And the last game in this week's previews, and it is a battle between the last 2 Louisiana Class 5A champions. Acadiana, preseason ranked number 1 in the state, but coming off a 39-21 loss to Shades Valley last week, goes against Archbishop Rummel, the 2012 state champions, and 2-0 on the year after a 3-overtime victory over Hahnville last week. Thank you guys for coming in and seeing these previews of this week's top 10 games of the week. I am Chris Stonebraker. I want to tell you all to keep on clicking on to MaxPreps.com, America's source for high school sports.